lovelies, it's Lunar Light Tarot. Welcome back to my channel. I am so glad to have you here with me again today. So if you've been on my channel for a little bit, you probably noticed I was gone for a while. This was because my phone was actually broken. So it's all taken care of now. I have a brand new phone and I am here again to do videos for you all. So for today's video, we're going to be doing a what's coming next reading. I thought this was really appropriate seeing that we had the solar eclipse yesterday as of when I'm filming this. And there's going to be a lot of change coming in with that eclipse. There's a lot of manifestations that are really starting to take place and starting to come into the physical. So I thought it would be a great time to do a what's coming next reading. Before we start, I am available for personal readings. If you're feeling guided to receive a reading from me, all of the information on that will be down below. So I've already prayed and shuffled all over the cards here, so let's just get started. In front of me, I have these three crystals. This here is Opalite, this is clear quartz, and this is rose quartz. So I'm gonna give you a second and we're gonna go ahead and hop into the reading. Just choose the one that you're most attracted to and that will be your reading. All right, so let's get started with Opalite. So if you chose Opalite, this is your reading. Okay, so what is coming next for Opalite? 4 cards. What is coming next for those who chose Opalite? Okay, we have the Hermit. We also have the Ace of Cups. Interesting. 2 more. 2 more cards. Okay. Wow, we have the Sun. 1 more. Okay. You have the 9 of Swords in reverse. This is great energy off the bat, guys. I'm really feeling this. This also reminds me of just summer energy, kind of, again, with the Sun card here, coming out into the sun, really feeling that heat, that warmth, that warm energy all around you. So what I'm seeing is that this feels like past energy to me, seeing that possibly in your past you were more isolated, really taking that time to yourself to be able to look within and find what you're possibly missing in your life, you know, really discover who you are, peeling away those layers of inauthenticity and being with yourself to really discover, you know, who you are, what you want to do. I'm really feeling a lot of self-discovery off this card, and I feel like this is the energy that you possibly are in now or just coming out of, and this is pushing you into this future energy that we have coming in here. So starting in with the Ace of Cups, this really talks to me about a new beginning in self-love. First of all, you know, the Ace of Cups does also symbolize romance and romance coming into your life, but I also feel that a lot of readers can sometimes miss the point of self-love in this card and how much that really comes through, especially with it being right after the Hermit. This is really about the payoff from all of that time in isolation, all of that time really getting to know yourself. And from that is coming an abundance of self-love is really what I'm getting. And when you love yourself, that energy is automatically reflected back to you. So yes, this could also be romantic love coming into your life. And I also say that because we have the Sun here. The Sun is happy endings, new beginnings, beautiful, fresh energy. This is the happiest card in the deck. It is happiness, it's joy. So I'm really feeling there's a really abundant time coming up for you. There's a lot of happiness to be had. I'm also feeling a heart chakra opening. That's kind of just the feeling I got in my own heart. So there actually could be some kind of love coming in, and that doesn't mean necessarily romantic love. It could be in a lot of different forms, but it could also take the form of romance. And next we have the Nine of Swords in reverse. So this is really funny to me. It almost feels like a cycle. I feel that this was sort of the reason why you were put in the hermit mode to begin with. It's that those negative thoughts, any anxiety or, you know, depression that you could have been going through, those negative thoughts that swirl in your head at night, those are the things, or, you know, disappointments in yourself, disappointments in others, things you need to heal and forgive. Those are the things I feel that put you into this hermit mode to begin with. And now that you are, you know, coming to the end of the cycle, you are releasing all the things that you had worked so hard to understand, to accept, and to purge out of your life. So, wow, beautiful messages right off the bat. So let's just get one clarifier for each card here. Okay, the Hermit. The Hermit is coming in. Take this here. Ace of Cups. Card for the Ace of Cups. All right. You have the Knight of Wands. The Sun. The Sun card. All right, I want to give 2. And Nine of Swords in reverse. One for the Nine of Swords in reverse. Okay. We have the Nine of Wands. Okay. So what came out with the Hermit here was a Seven of Swords in reverse. I'm getting that there could have been some kind of deception that took place in the past. And this doesn't necessarily have to be someone literally stabbing you in the back, but it could have been some kind of sneaky behavior. Maybe someone wasn't being completely 100% with you. They weren't necessarily telling the truth. Maybe people were embellishing even, or, you know, omitting. Any kind of situation like that. This is also what really pushed you into the hermit mode. It was a separation of yourself from people or situations or dynamics that were negatively influencing you and your energy. So I'm getting, this is like finding out who's real and who's not. Who really has your back and who would stab it if you turned around, is what I'm getting. And that's kind of energy you're coming out of. It's having that wisdom, having that light, and now possibly even being able to guide others, because you're really coming into this energy of self-love, as I said. And so now that you have the wisdom to avoid these kind of people, you're holding that light for others, which is really awesome. Okay, so what came out with the Ace of Cups was the Knight of Wands. So, guys, this really could be about romance. This is definitely a strong romantic message. The Knight of Wands brings in an offer. You know, it's a swift, fast offer. And, you know, usually the Knights are about playboys. I'm not really getting a playboy energy from this. The energy that I am getting, that there could have been some back and forth with this person. And what I mean by that they could have been going in and out of your life. This could be someone from your past, or this could be someone who kind of has a tendency to go in and out of people's lives. So I would say, you know, that's the thing to watch out for. But with all of this self-love and all the knowledge and wisdom that you have learned, there's no way you could be fooled. You're gonna know. You're gonna know if an offer coming in isn't sincere, because you're clear, because you put yourself first. It doesn't matter whether or not someone else is in your life, so you can be the judge, which is awesome. But either way, there's some kind of offer coming in here. There could be some kind of communication come from someone who was possibly in and out of your life in the past, or if this is someone new, they might have a tendency to rush in or just kind of do things swiftly, move along in the relationship swiftly. And with the sun, we have the Five of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. You know, this is really great energy to me. The Five of Cups, I'm actually surprised it didn't come out in reverse, because that's the kind of energy I'm getting from it. Whenever I see my own particular Five of Cups, I get this, and when it's in reverse, I get a very certain image. I'm kind of getting it now. It basically relates to how there are these two cups that are still standing, and usually people don't see that. People aren't aware of that. But when the Five of Cups is in reverse, for me, I get the feeling that they are really hyper focused, or they are aware of the opportunity that is there for them in terms of a relationship or dynamic that, or a situation where things didn't go well in the past, but there's an opportunity to continue. There's an opportunity to turn things around. And the reason really why I'm saying that is because you also have the Ace of Pentacles here. It's that the opportunity is right there. So I'm really feeling that there's a lot of, there actually could be some kind of job offer. There also could be just a offer of stability coming in your future after some kind of possible rejection. This could be, the reason why I say jobs, this could be applications going in and, you know, being rejected, but then the right person sees it and bam, you have your Ace of Pentacles, and that brings in this Sun energy. This could also be a relationship that went sour, but there's still a foundation there. There's still an opportunity to fix it, and boom, some kind of message comes in with the Knight of Wands, and there's some kind of new beginning in the physical, and that leads to the Sun energy. So there's a lot of ways to slice this. And that's why I want to keep it open to also more than just love, because this energy applies to all areas of your life. Okay, so, and with the Nine of Swords in reverse came out the Nine of Wands. Really interesting. So what this feels like to me is the Nine of Wands could have been one of the aspects that you were dropping. And for me, the Nine of Wands represents defensiveness. This is, you know, I built up these wands. I've set them in the ground. No one's going to come touch them. No one's going to come close to me. I have this, and I'm going to keep it. It's kind of that survival energy also. But I feel that there's going to be a stepping away from this. This could have been how you were in the past, very defensive, very possibly didn't want to get close to other people very much for fear of being hurt, any of those things. And now really coming into that self-love, trusting yourself enough to know that you can get yourself out of any situation you see yourself in. Trusting yourself enough to really see that. I love that. So let's continue and get one card from the Romance Angels on what is coming next in your life. What is coming next for those who chose Opalite? Okay. You have codependency. You know, it actually came out in reverse, and I flipped it this way. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. See, these are the kind of things that were coming up over here with the Nine of Wands. I feel that not necessarily that you have codependency in your life that's coming into your life, but more that you are facing it. You're coming face to face with codependency in your own life, and you are getting a big smack, and you're saying, get out. Pack your bags and get out. I'm just having fun with you guys. But seriously, leaving this energy behind, recognizing it, seeing where it stands, seeing how you're enabling this in your own life, and kicking those habits to the curb. Seriously, I love it. So this is the Magical Mermaids and Dolphins deck. Let's just get one more energy to close out this portion of the reading. What's coming into those who chose Opalite? Okay. Blessed change. I love that. Oh my gosh. And it's right under this Sun energy. A major life change brings you great blessings. Exactly. The Sun right here brings you great blessings. Exactly. That's exactly what the Sun energy is about. And the change that initiated this was the increase in self-love. Really was increase in, you know, confidence, self-assurance, all these things. A major life change brings you great blessings. So there are blessings right on the horizon. There is a lot of love coming in different ways in your life. And there's a lot of wisdom that has been learned, and, you know, codependency that is being released. Amazing. Okay. I really hope you enjoyed this portion of the reading. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. That would mean so much to me. Again, if you're feeling guided to get a personal reading from me, all the information for that will be down below. And I will see you next time. I'm going to move on to the next one. Okay, if you have chosen clear quartz, this is your reading. So what is coming in for you next? What's coming in for clear quartz? What's coming in for those who chose clear quartz? What's coming next for those who chose clear quartz? Okay, this wants to come out. Okay, I'm gonna take it upright, guys. I'm just how I'm feeling. What's coming in next? Okay, so it wants to drop out. Okay, awesome. What's coming next for those? Okay. All right. And the last card. What's coming next for those who chose clear quartz? 8 of Wands. Very interesting. Okay. Okay. This is really interesting. What I'm getting right off the bat is that you've already been in an energy of purging and healing, getting rid of the things that no longer serve you. It could have been also in relation to a romantic relationship, or perhaps just a situation that didn't go as intended, didn't go as planned, and there was some kind of a heartbreak here. But I'm also getting that it possibly taught you a lot of lessons. What's coming in here is a lot of energy of manifestation, and it's because you have been purging these things that have been holding you back, with the devil in reversed here. You know, especially this is kind of why I also say it could be love related, because with the devil in reverse here, we can see these two lovers that are chained. And a lot of readers actually consider the devil to be the lovers in darkness. So this is being chained to karma. This is being chained to negative expressions of emotions, negative situations, things that you feel that you are bound to, but it's really you're allowing yourself to be there in some ways. This was also possibly not seeing what was best for you in the past, and now that you're coming out of that energy, it's putting you into the energy of manifestation with the Magician here. Basically, you're being charged up by the fact that you are letting go of things and you are purging. So there actually could be some kind of conversation coming in later on that could be difficult. You know what? Actually, with this solar eclipse energy, I have been hearing from other readings, now that I've said that there could be some explosive fights happening. There could be some difficult conversations happening. So that's kind of the energy I'm picking up over here. Let's go ahead and get some clarifiers before I continue. All right, I have the Sun, in reverse. Wow, what came out? The 3 of Swords. I'm also gonna take this card. Okay, we have the Chariot. Yeah, this is exactly what I just said, guys. Oh my gosh, and what else came out with it? The death card. I can't help but put all three of these here. This is pretty much what I just said, that this purging of emotions, this death of negative emotions and negative karma, negative situations and dynamics, beliefs, all these things is propelling you, the Chariot, towards this manifestation energy. Wow. Okay, so let's see about the Three of Swords. It seems pretty significant now that we have two of them. Oh my gosh. Guys, the Eight of Wands came out for the Three of Swords. So, having a little, some diagonals going on here. Wow, I'm going to pull another card. So, there really could be a conversation centered around heartbreak coming in. There could also be someone from your past who you've had a heartbreaking situation with, or possibly who there was a separation or a breakup with, coming in, wanting to talk about the relationship. Let's get one more for the Three of Swords. One more for the Three of Swords. Oh my gosh, guys. Sometimes I love being a reader because you go off on a limb and you say something, and obviously I'm doing this online, so you never know who's gonna resonate with or not. But when the cards pretty much say back to you what you just say, I get shocked every time. It's amazing. Ace of Wands in reverse. An opportunity, a new passionate opportunity that you can't see yet, essentially. It's here, but you just can't see it yet, which is why I feel that it's reversed. That is crazy. Okay, one more. Eight of Wands. All right, the Eight of Wands. All right. Five of Wands. Okay. All right, so let's break this down a bit more. So the energy that's really coming to you right now, and I feel like this is kind of an overall for the rest of the reading, is the Magician, which came out with the Sun card. So this to me is epic expansion. This is growth, epiphanies coming in. This is also using what you already know, what you've learned, to propel your manifestation skills. So if you have been someone who's been working with the law of attraction for a while now, you could find an increase in your skills during these times and really be seeing yourself expand during this time. This is huge expansion energy for me. The Magician and the Sun together, it's that co-creating with spirit, but also being inspired by the divine, but also being in this super high vibrational energy. So it's just bound for manifestation explosions. That's the term that came to my head. Manifestation explosions. Wow, I want to get some of that. Awesome. Okay. So here we have the Devil in reverse, which came out with the Three of Swords, the Chariot, and the Death card. We kind of already went over this, but again, the reason why you're coming into this huge booming energy of manifestation is because you've been working so hard to get rid of the things that have keep you bound, the things that have held you back, the things that no longer served you in your life. And now that you are letting them go with the Death card, you're getting propelled by the universe with this Chariot card here. All of this letting go of baggage is pushing you so much further. I'm getting the image of like a really old-timey horse and carriage, and just a ton of stuff being in the back of the carriage, like a storage carriage. I'm not from that time period, obviously. And just stuff falling out of the back, crates and boxes falling out of the back, and then these horses are running, and they can run so much faster. Now the stuff is out of the carriage, so that's basically what this Chariot energy is, coupled with the Devil in reverse. You're letting out that extra baggage, and it's making you so much lighter, so now you can propel towards your goals so much faster. And you might, in a way, also say that whatever heartbreak, also forced you into this energy. I'm kind of getting that with the devil here also. So I have to put this out there because we do have 2 3 of swords and the devil card. There could have been some kind of third-party situation between you and your person, if that resonates with you. More so what I'm getting is that whatever separation or fight or breakup that you have been going through or has happened has also been possibly a catalyst or has helped you in your growth by shifting your perspective in some way. The experience could have been really pivotal for you. Okay, so next we have the 3 of Swords that came out with the 8 of Wands and the Ace of Wands in reverse. I love this energy, guys. I don't even care that it's headed by the 3 of Swords. It's great energy. This is a conversation I'm really getting around whatever this breakup was, especially with it being pretty much surrounded by the 8 of Wands. There's definitely a lot of swift energy coming in about this. I'm also getting that this relates to all of the epiphanies, all the things you're learning about relationships from whatever this breakup, separation, any of that was. And you've been learning so much from it that it's helping you, again, accelerate in your life. It's helping with this kind of cosmic boom that you're really setting off, honestly. There's a lot of manifestation energy here. And it could also be a conversation literally coming in from someone from your past saying, let's talk about this breakup. Let's talk about this separation that we have been through and possibly talk about some kind of new beginning here. And this would be the piece that you maybe didn't expect. Maybe you were expecting a conversation and just expecting the, let's talk out the bad stuff part, but weren't expecting, okay, let's start fresh. And so that could be coming in also for some of you. And next we have the 8 of Wands, so crazy, with the 5 of Wands. Interesting. I'm just being drawn to how, the obvious difference between 8 and 5 is 3. And we have these 2 3s here, and that 3 would make a third 3. Aside from that, if you're interested, I would also look up the number 333. I actually got that message myself last night about 333, and so that could hold something really significant for you as well, since 3s are kind of popping up in this reading, and 8s as well, if you want to look up 8. But moreover, what I'm getting is that this conversation could have been something that behind the scenes was rivaled. With the 5 of Wands here, this person who's reaching out to you, if you guys resonate with that, about a person reaching out, it could have been that there were other people around this person who kind of told them, don't do this, I'll do it at this time, do it in this way, don't do it at all. And someone just had to break free from that, or maybe they're continuing to or trying to. It is at the end here. So they could be kind of just coming out of this energy. They could still be dealing with this around the topic of a conversation. But I'm kind of getting that if there is some kind of conversation coming in, that there have been people on the sidelines who have been talking in whoever's ear about doing this or not doing this. So that's really interesting. But I don't think it's going to really sway this person. This could also be you, and you're moving along so quickly and accelerating so quickly that it's ruffling the feathers of those you pass, essentially. That's also something I'm getting. So that could be an alternative message for some of you. So let's go ahead and dip into the Romance Angels deck and get another card on what's coming in for you. What's coming in for clear quartz? Oops, take those. What's coming in for clear quartz? What's coming in for clear quartz? Okay, that one's out. Separation. Interesting. Okay. We got a lot of messages about separation actually in this reading. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. It actually came out like this, and then I flipped it. You know, what I'm really getting from this is that there really could be some kind of talk about this separation. It's so funny because it's, you know, it's practically what I just said is what I'm saying now. But that's really the feeling that I'm getting from this card, especially when it came out this way and then I flipped it. I feel that it's because separation is a topic at hand, not necessarily that you're going to be spending more time apart. I actually feel like the issue is going to be coming closer at hand for you. Even if this person doesn't physically come up in your life, I do feel that this topic of separation and heartbreak and distance will be a topic coming up soon in some kind of conversation, either with yourself and having new epiphanies or literally with this person. Okay, this is the Magical Mermaids and Dolphins deck. Okay, what's coming in? Wow, watch your thoughts. It's important to only think about what you desire, not what you fear. Interesting. So this is a message from the universe to be careful about what you're putting out there in terms of your thoughts. You know, thoughts hold frequency. We can measure thoughts. And so when people kind of act like they don't matter at all, for me personally, it kind of doesn't make any sense to me. It's because if we can measure something, it means it's physically in the space, it's moving, it's part of the energy, it's interacting with atoms and all of these things. And, you know, correct me if I'm wrong, but the fact that we can measure in the first place means that there is some kind of ripple effect that is being sent out. You know, we all know about the law of attraction. You were attracted to this video, so it all starts with your thoughts, really. Thoughts turn into beliefs, which turn into actions. And so really the message that I'm being guided to share is that I'm sorry about that beeping outside. I live in a noisy street. Really the message that I'm wanting to share about thoughts is that it's okay to rival your own thoughts or to question yourself. And that's one thing I didn't do for a long time. I felt that, okay, I know something, or I'm going along with something, or this is a better example. I'm having a negative thought and I'm just gonna, you know, think it and then not say anything about it and then let it fester, you know, or not necessarily rethink it over and over again, but that I said it to myself and didn't rebut it. What if every time we thought to ourselves, oh my God, that was dumb, we said, no, I'm smart, and then listed 3 reasons why we're smart? If every time, you know, we're disappointed in ourselves, okay, what are 3 things that I'm proud of myself for? And just keep recombating, keep rewiring until, you know, the positive thoughts, the positive reasons come up more than the negative things. So that's really the message that I'm being guided to share with watch your thoughts. Sometimes it's not necessarily about controlling everything that comes to your head, but not being afraid to say, hey, I don't actually believe that, even though I'm thinking that. And here's what I actually believe, and here's who I really am. And you can show yourself that every day. Okay, Clear Quartz, I really hope you enjoy these messages. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I would love that so much. If you're feeling guided to get a personal reading from me, all the information for that will be down below. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and move on to rose quartz. Okay, if you've chosen rose quartz, this is your reading. So what is coming towards you next? What's coming next in rose quartz? Okay. What's coming next? They're popping out. What's coming next for rose quartz? Two more cards. What is coming next for rose quartz? So we have a lot of blue in this reading. It's really interesting. If anyone wants to leave what the color blue symbolizes in spirituality, that'd be really helpful. I personally feel that blue is a color of communication, feelings, emotions, also tranquility. But I'm sure there's some other meaning on Google. Okay, so to start off here, we have the Eight of Swords. I feel like this is probably your current energy or the energy that you are actually leaving. So it's funny, when I saw this card, I really got more of a sense of leaving and kind of wiggling loose from the binds that the woman is here in. But essentially the Eight of Swords is about being trapped in your own thoughts. Basically keeping yourself trapped, and this is also the card of self-sabotage. So you could have been that energy kind of lately regarding a situation I'm getting that was very burdensome. And now the energy that you're coming into is that that burden is going to be lifted off of your shoulders with the Ten of Wands in reverse. So this is something that you could have been carrying for a while, something stressful, something that was, adding anxiety to your life possibly. Moreover, something that you were kind of just carrying with you and possibly that you thought about for quite a bit. And I'm also getting that it was blocking you from your manifestations because the energy that you're continuing to move into, you have the Queen of Wands here. The Queen of Wands is creative. She's a great manifester. She's alluring. She's intelligent. She's also a boss, she's someone who can create abundance in her own life. And she does it using her passions, using her fire energy. So I feel that there's going to be a lot more fire energy coming into your life. You could be using that energy. This could be you being creative, following your creative pursuits, possibly following a new job prospect. I'm also definitely getting a career. So really going after your career, going after what you want to do, going after creative endeavors, and just attracting what you want to you. Being in this beautiful heat, kind of summer energy. The Queen of Wands is the Queen of Fire. And so with us, just entering into the summer, this is also that summer energy and you also harnessing that and just being really in your element. And the last thing we have here is the Seven of Wands. So I feel that it's interesting because you're coming from the 10 and kind of going to the 7. I'm actually getting that things are going to be more manageable. Usually the Seven of Wands is kind of having to, and I'm still feeling this, protecting your ground, protecting what you have built up for yourself. This is also having a lot on your plate, but I feel like your plate was overflowing at one point, and now with the 7 it's kind of becoming more manageable. I feel that maybe you're a person who likes to be busy and likes to kind of be on the go, likes to really, Queen of Wands, she makes things happen. She's energetic, she's fun. She's spontaneous. And so with that, I kind of feel that you like bouncing around from thing to thing and being very, kind of living your life in a well-paced way. And so this is kind of more your speed, actually, is what I'm getting. Cool. Okay, so let's get some clarifiers for all these energies. All right, Eight of Swords. One for the Eight of Swords. Okay, this one's here. Beautiful, Justice. Eight of Wands, 10 of Wands in reverse, excuse me. The Star, I love that. Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands. Okay, well, these two want to come out. The Queen of Swords and the 10 of Pentacles. That's really good. Seven of Wands. One for the Seven of Wands. The Lovers in reverse. Interesting. Oh, okay. Very cool. All right, so let's dive into this. So with the Eight of Swords and excuse me, I was gonna say in reverse. With the Eight of Swords came the Justice card. This is kind of why I felt more of a reversed or coming out of that energy is because it's clarified here by the Justice card. This is you getting right with yourself. You know, someone who self-sabotages definitely doesn't have the scales laid out perfectly. So this is you getting those scales back in order, you giving yourself justice. That's where I really felt this wiggling loose energy, because I'm really feeling that this solstice energy is bringing justice to any possible behaviors that you may have around self-sabotage or limited mindset, limited thinking that has been holding you back. It's kind of like that moment of you saying, wait, I don't want to live this way anymore. I'm not going to do this to myself any longer. And then flipping that switch, and then things are different. Things are completely different. And that's also where the dropping of this burden comes in also, with this wiggling free of self-sabotaging energy and writing that scale. Because what came out with this was the Star card. As soon as this burden is released, and I feel like it's already happening, that's where the hope comes in. It's like, actually, I feel like the hope comes in even before. It's like you kind of realizing something's happening. I feel like this is kind of in the process of happening right now, this burden being lifted. You could be feeling this way right now, feeling hope for the situation, seemingly out of nowhere for some of you. For some of you, you could already be seeing results in the physical about the things you're hoping to manifest. But really what I'm getting from this is a lot of hope. It's that wishing on a star energy, wishing on a shooting star, and then seeing your gift basically start to unfold in front of you and being like, wow, this really is happening. So I'm also getting a sense of trusting the universe. There could have been some kind of lack of trust when it came to manifestations coming in, and that may be one of the reasons why you're leaning into this Queen of Wands, you know, powerful manifesting energy, because you are now getting out of the energy of self-sabotage. And it could be with your relationship with the universe, with source, and trusting more that the manifestations and the wants that you want and the things that you pray for, the burdens that you pray to be lifted, are being lifted, that the blessings you want are coming, that they are being delivered. So that could also be the energy that you find yourself in. Cool stuff. Okay, so with the Queen of Wands came out the Queen of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles. This to me is awesome, awesome, awesome. And it's because with the Queen of Swords here, I feel like you have learned how to cut the things and people and situations out of your life that no longer serve you, because you want the Ten of Pentacles. You want this long-term stability, long-term happiness, lineage, money, wealth, family, all those things. Not necessarily having a family of your own if you don't resonate with that, but having people surround you who are good for you, your soul family, all those things. Since you have now learned how to, cut the things out of your life that no longer serve you, you are being propelled even more towards this manifestation energy with the Queen of Wands. If anything, I feel that this Queen of Swords was an energy that has been supporting your transition into this powerful manifestation role, which is bringing you closer towards your ideal, towards your Ten of Pentacles, towards your ideal life in the physical. Awesome. And then we have the Seven of Wands that came out with the Lovers in reverse. So what this tells me is that I feel that some of the wands that you possibly dropped had to do with a choice that you made and the option that you didn't choose, if that makes sense. Like the option that you didn't choose were the wands that got left behind. And it could have been in relation to an actual relationship. The reason I say the choice that you left behind is because the Lovers, to me, upright often represents a choice. And when it's in reverse, it feels that we've already made that choice. So coupled with feeling that things are going more your pace, it makes sense to me that it would be the choice that you left behind that were the 3 wands. I want to try and give people some insight to how I interpret cards. If anybody out there was trying to learn tarot, because that helped me a lot when I was learning tarot. Also, let me know if you guys would like a tarot learning series. I'm definitely thinking about that. So off topic, but let me know. Anyway. But again, with the 7 of Wands, this talks to me. It could have literally been about a relationship that you decided not to worry about anymore, not to put your time, energy into anymore, and just to focus on the things that are on your plate. And that was a good decision, definitely. So this is the energy that's coming in for you, is more about manifesting the things that you want, being supported by the different belief systems that you have been building up, and also being more comfortable with the pace that life is at, because one, you have gotten rid of things that were holding you back, the negative behaviors and aspects of yourself that could have been interfering with what you really want, and then also making the right decisions when it comes to relationships in your life, not just romantic, but also platonic, and knowing which things are actually going to benefit to be in your life and to have on your plate and to continue to do and put effort towards, and which things are better to step away from. So let's get a look at the romance angels and see what they have to say. To add one more card to this reading. So what is coming towards rose quartz? What is coming towards rose quartz? Let your friends help you. Interesting. So I find it funny that the 10 of Pentacles also came out around this, let your friends help you. Ask for and accept help from others. So this could be getting help from your soul family. This could be getting help from friends, like literally your friends. If there's something that you want to ask advice for, it could be doing that. I'm also getting the energy of just, having fun, continuing to play in this, great energy that we're having. And also, if you are more in the space of struggling, or you're more in challenge, opening up and letting your friends help you, letting yourself be surprised about how much they care about you and how much they actually have to offer also. Okay, so this is the Magical Mermaids and Dolphins deck. What's coming towards rose quartz? Okay. Morning affirmations. Say positive affirmations each morning to open the gates of manifestation. So, as the card says, I really feel like this is about manifestation. These are just one of the many tools that you could be using for manifestation. So I feel like in the future, you're going to be discovering a lot more manifestation tools and getting further into your manifestation. And it's also being exemplified here with the good choices that you've been making here. Because manifestation, it partly is in the spiritual realm, but we have to back it up with our actions. We have to co-create with spirit. So letting go of the things that no longer serve you, feeling that hope that comes with that, and then continuing to make good decisions about what's best for your life and what's best to continue on your path is a kind of energy that is going to keep you positioned straight and narrow on your highest path. So that is great energy, and I really love the messages that came through. I really hope you enjoyed this reading, rose quartz, and I will see you in the future. Make sure to look at any of the other readings if you are feeling called to. They're all really awesome. Okay, everyone, I really hope you enjoyed the messages that came through from Spirit today. I thought they were really great and unique, and I really hope they helped you. So if you are interested in booking a personal reading with me, all the information for that will be down in the description box below. I wish you all the best, and until I see you again, love and light. Bye, guys.